Hello, folks. I'm starting a little early to make sure that all the sound and video is working. I don't think I have anybody tuning in live just yet. But if you are watching, let me know how the sound and video is coming in. And hopefully everything is working this time. We'll get started right at 9 o'clock with the intro video. If you are watching live, just drop a chat. Let me know if the sound and video is working well. I got a little hearts, so that must mean people are tuning in now. Again, I'm just starting a little bit early, just to make sure that sound and the video works. Oh, thank you, Susan, so much for commenting, letting me know that the sound and looks good. I appreciate that. Ooh, that was not good. Oh, so the camera got knocked around. Oh, that is not correct. Something is not correct here. Well, my video should be farther away, but it's not, even though it is in my software. I don't know if something happened when I knocked the camera. But that will work for now. Okay, I think everything's working again. Okay, perfect. Good morning, Reverend Robert Ugin Toshin Yamada here, and welcome to the Animal Liberation Temple, Dobutsu Kyoji, where we are at the service of the spiritual and physical liberation of our dear animal friends. We'd like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the ancestral and seized land of the Yokuts, Karken, Confederate villages of the Lishan, Ohlone, Miwok, and the Miwok Ma people. We recognize them, the legacy of violence, settlement, and the displacement of these people who suffered and survived. Good morning, Susan, and good morning, Tani. Thank you so much for tuning in live. Some of the updates we posted a few times on across our social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, about our continued fundraiser to make sure that we're able to keep our truck. That is continuing to go along. It's slowly building up. We're very close to being able to just secure that so that we don't have to worry about losing our truck. Again, I just want to reiterate how important it is for us to have a truck. It needs to be a four-wheel drive, can get through the mud. It brings up our water, food, and all the other supplies that our dear animal friends need here. So we're continuing to run that fundraiser. Otherwise, things are going really well. We have plenty of food for the animals. I was able to get water up before the last rainstorm. So we have a little bit of time before I need to go back through the mud again and get some more water. We do need to make a trash run. That's going to be on the agenda for this week. As folks may or may not know, we have to take all of our trash into the truck and out to the dump at least once a month. We try to stretch that as long as we can, and get closer and closer to having less waste here. So that is some of the work we're continuing to do here to be more environmentally friendly. Other updates, it's really cold this morning. We've had a lot of sunshine. The days are warming up, but this morning's really cold. I think we're on daylight savings time one way or the other. I think we got adjusted an hour earlier. So it's really cold, and that might also be why not a lot of people have tuned in this morning, because of our change of time. But updates on all of our residents. We have our duck friends, Breve, Greve, Amanda, and Renee, all doing really well. And then we have our dog friends, Lucy and Bernard. And Bernard's in the temple this morning joining us. So that's really nice. Our goats down the hill, Rob, Matt, and Philip, are all doing really well. Our tortoise friend Miyachi is doing really well. He's eating a ton right now, so that's super good to see. Our turkey friends, Priri and Harriet, are doing really well. And then we have all of our Cornish cross chickens, who are Jax, Jimmy, Edward, Poppy, Aster, Ivy, Azalea, Peony, Cynthia, Lotus, Magnolia, Sage, Marigold, Camilla, Hydrangea, Holly, and Zinnia. All of them are also doing really well. Then we have our three red hens, Glennis, Gwen, and Alice, all doing well. And then we have our group of rooster friends, Sabrina, May, Hard One, Elton, Magnus, George, Brad, and Kuru, all doing really well. Our guinea fowl friend Wendy is doing well. The mourning dove in the house, Sequoia, is doing well. Hasu is also continuing to do well, getting up there in age, but he's doing really well. And then we have all of our pigeon friends, FP, Champagne, Tulin, Sasha, Yo-Yo, Petey, Ricky, Spreckle, Spencer's, Shambles, Beluga, Beth, Pee-wee, Cascade, Augustus, Rufus, Harper, Elliot, Stickers, Boba, Kismet, Ferret, Angus, Pandora, Joan, Sin, Harriet, Lago, Fred, Tremonto, Halo, Van, Capone, Percy, Pacino, Lacey, Sasha, the second, all doing, and Dora, all doing really well. And then we have our newest resident, who is Casper the goat. He's doing also really well. Really getting used to living up here now. He is so excited when I come and play with him and visit with him, and loves running across the yard, and he's just a wonderful little goat. All right, so without delay, we'll get started with the prayer sutras and vows to our dear animal friends. As a reminder, these prayers are of great auspicious benefit to all who hear these prayers. We ask that you have your companion animals nearby or be in a place where maybe our wild animal friends can hear these prayers intended for them, even our dear insect friends. We'll start on page 4 of the Animal Liberation Temple Prayer Book. And just as a reminder, through our link tree, you can find our link for our book if you wanted to purchase your own copy. It's available in hardback and in paperback. But we'll get started again on page 4 with the recitation of the Great Heart of Wisdom Sutra recited in Japanese. Maka hanya haramita shingyo kanji daiwo satugyo din hanya haramita jisho kengo unkai kudo isei kuyaku sharishi shiki fuku kufu shiki shiki zoku ze kuku zoku ze shiki ju sogyo shiki yaku bunyo ze shari shi ze shoho kuso fusho fumetsu fuku fujo fuzo fugen ze koku rumu shiki mujuso ryo shiki mugen Shinni Mushiki Shoko Mi Sokuho Mugen Kai Nai Shimu Shiki Kai Mu Myo Yaku Mu Myo Jin Nai Shi Muro Shi Yaku Muro Shi Jin Muku Shu Metsu Do Muchi Yaku Mu Tokui Musho Toko Bodai Sattai Hanya Haramita Koshin Mukege Mukege Komuku Funri Isai Tendo Muso Kugyo Mentan Desho Butsu Haramita Kotoku wa Nokutara Sanyaku Sanbodai Kochi Hanya Haramita Zedai Shinshu Zedai Myoshu Ze Musho Shu Ze Mutodo Shu no Jo Isei Ku Shinjitsu Fu Koko Zetsu Hanya Hara Mita Shuzoku Zetsu Shuwatsu Gyate Gyate Hara Gyate Hara So Gyate Oji Sawaka Hanya Shingyo Negu waku wa kono doko omote yama neku issei ni oyoboshi warera toshija tomina tomono butsudo animal liberation no Jozen koto jiho sanshi foshi son bosa foshi son bosa mokosa moko hoja horo mi. We'll now recite the Refuge Prayer in Tibetan and English, page 8 of the Animal Liberation Temple Prayer Book. Sangye chodam soki chonam la janju paduk technique yabsuchi taki jinso ki pesonam ki drola pendra sangye ju parsho. The Buddha, Dharma, and excellent assembly of the Sangha. Until I attain enlightenment, in these I take refuge. By my practice of the 6 perfections, may all sentient beings attain the state of Buddhahood. We now recite the 4 great Bodhisattva vows, Shigi Seigan. Shoujo Muhen Seigando Bono Mujin Seigandan Homon Muryo Seigangak Otsudo Mujo Seiganjo. However numerous sentient beings, I vow to enlighten them all. However inexhaustible my delusions, I vow to extinguish them all. However immeasurable the dharmas, I vow to master them all. However endlessly enlightened way, I vow to follow it fully. We now recite the 6 vows to our dear animal friends, page 10. However numerous my dear animal friends, I vow to liberate them all. However diverse the methods of animal liberation, I vow to support them all. However unheard their voices, I vow to speak out for them all. However painful and inexhaustible the method of suffering, I vow to bear witness to them all. However infinite the cages and tanks, I vow to empty them all. However difficult animal liberation, I vow to achieve it completely. Good morning, Neil. I figured most people are unaware of our time change. It's hard to keep up with all the different time changes around the world. We now recite the Vajrasattva Purification Mantra, page 11. Om Vajrasattva Maya Nubalaya Vajrasattva Teno Pachita Dome Bava Sito Shome Bava Sipo Shome Bava Anurato Me Bava Sava Sita Me Prayata Sava Karma Sita Me Titim Shri Yam Guru Om Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sava Tata Gata Vajrama Me Mucha Vajri Bava Maha Samamya Safa Ha. This morning I wanted to address a common concern I hear about when people think about wanting to start practicing Buddhism or wanting to start a meditation practice, often my advice is, you know, there's a lot of great meditative guided meditations on YouTube and different apps that can do this. It probably do this a whole lot better than I do. And there's just a bunch of different versions of meditation, and I really just recommend somebody pick up any type of meditation as being a good way to start that particular practice, as it is fundamental to Zen Buddhism and fundamental to your Buddhist practice is having some sort of meditation practice to go along with it. But with that said, I realize that a lot of people don't take that effort, or still are finding barriers. I often hear the case that, I don't really want to pick up a meditation skill from a teacher who is still consuming animals, or that our values don't align. So with that said, oh, good morning, Jackie. So good to see you this morning. So with that said, I'd like to offer everybody a very basic and simple meditation practice, with the caveat of this is a very, very basic and very, very preliminary, just to kind of get people started on the practice of meditation. And so we'll do a guided meditation. It'll be very quick and short. So we'll first start with kind of sitting in upright position. This can be done on a simple chair, or it can be done on the floor or on a meditation cushion. Really anywhere that you can just kind of comfortably sit down. And then we want to make sure that our back is straight, and our the small of our back is slightly curved, pushing our chest slightly forward. Not like overextended, but just comfortably straight. We want to have our head very straight, and our eyes looking forward and slightly down. In the Zen lineage, the meditation is often done with the eyes slightly open, and this is to kind of remain grounded and to remain conscious, and to prevent monks from falling asleep. I'm going to ask folks to kind of keep your hands in any posture that you like, kind of just at rest. They can be on your knees, or you can make a small circle like this, with your thumbs touching and the right over left. Now, to begin this type of meditation, now that we've kind of found our posture, we want to take a deep breath inward through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. So there's not too much instruction there on that breath, not too much instruction on your posture. We want to find a relaxed, upright position, sitting with the hands relaxed, basically in any posture that you would like. We'll take 3 deep breaths. And then with this kind of relaxed but alert posture, I want folks to, this particular meditative strategy is to listen uh, to any animals nearby. For instance, I can hear sequoia in the background. I often hear the roosters. Right now, there's also some wild birds, probably some finches chirping, and kind of connect to those non human animals that are surrounding us and making these beautiful sounds. And without pushing too much thought uh, about what they may or may not be saying, just listen carefully to the exact pitch and sound. So, for this particular meditation, we want to kind of empty our mind. We're thinking of nothing but the sounds that we're hearing, specifically the wild animal sounds. Maybe it's even a fly buzzing around, or a dog is barking in the background, or our kitty meowing. Whatever that sound is, whatever non human animal that is connecting and talking to us right now, we're just going to listen to what they're saying. And we're just going to recognize the symphony of sounds. As we hear each sound, we're going to let that sound kind of resonate throughout our entire body. It starts to resonate not only in our ears, but throughout our head and into our eyebrows, down our spine. The sound resonates in our heart, in our abdomen, throughout all of our limbs, all the way to our fingertips, into our toes. The sound of our non human animal friends just filling our body. So, this is a really simple and basic meditation. Um, would highly recommend folks do this like in the early morning, maybe having a cup of coffee or a drink of tea. Just set aside about 5 minutes to be in calm and connect with our non human animal friends. Really let that sound permeate into your body. And would like to remind folks again that the practice of meditation is not just the idea that it is healing and is a pathway to higher understanding and to self-liberation, but which are all the byproducts of meditation. But the purpose of our meditation here today is to be of service to others. And we can't be of service to others, especially our dear animal friends, until we can stop and listen and hear what they have to say, and come in tune with who they are. And this meditation practice will bring you closer to understanding who they are and their sounds and their, what their possible needs and wants are. And when we start to meditate on that, we can more align our actions with that. So this meditation practice should bring you closer to be of better service, with the byproduct of having a more peaceful and tranquil mind and heart. Yeah, the sounds of the sanctuary are absolutely amazing, and this is a phenomenal place to be able to connect with our residents, and a phenomenal place to be able to maybe one day I'll make a recording of the sounds here and offer it to folks. I think that would be really nice. Maybe help with some of that simple meditation that we should all try to connect to daily in order to be of better service to others. So that's what I wanted to share today, was this simple meditative instruction. Something really simple and really basic, and I think that a lot of folks who tune into this particular service every week may already have a connection to non-human animals and would like to deepen that connection, and this is a great way to start deepening that connection, and to start on a path of meditation. Like I said, there's a lot of great meditative training out there, and a lot of great meditation teachers out there, and I highly recommend to search them out. But if you're struggling to even get started, this is a great way to get started. Maybe just do 5 minutes a day, and maybe start to make that twice a day. Even a couple minutes, maybe even 2 minutes is all you have time for, or all that you think that you can sit through. Just do the 2 minutes then. It's always better to do a very little than to do none. So we'll conclude today's services here with the animal liberation prayer, the dedication of merit, followed by our sanctuary tour and our ending credits. Let us recite the animal liberation prayer, page 12, 13, and 14. May all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends, who are subject to unbearable pain in labs throughout the world, be free of all suffering. May alternatives to animal experimentation, vivisection, and dissection be implemented immediately. May bodhicitta, the quality of compassion that leads to enlightenment, fill the hearts of those who imprison them. May all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends, who suffer endless days, months, years, locked in tiny cages unable to move, be filled with peace and calm. May all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends who are forcibly taken from their families, be reunited, and may all families be able to stay together. May the hearts of those who work in slaughterhouses, factory farms, and all industries that exploit our dear animal friends be filled with bodhicitta, so the very thought of harm is purified. May they never kill again, and may the slaughterhouse lines, factory farms, and all industries that exploit our dear animal friends become immediately empty. May no animal be afraid or depressed. May their bodies be free of injuries, disease, and illness. May the mutilation of their bodies be forever ceased. May those who need homes or have been driven from them find shelter, plentiful food, and water. May there be liberation for those tortured for fur, entertainment, or who are hunted. May those who believe that they are superior to our brother and sister animals develop perfect equanimity, and may they realize in their hearts that all sentient beings possess Buddha nature, the potential to be completely free of suffering, and that they are not ours to kill or exploit. May the billions of land and sea dwelling sentient beings who are abused, exploited, and killed due to greed, hatred, and ignorance be free of suffering. May all the nets, hooks, blades, projectiles, traps, snares, cages, pens, tanks, lethal restraints, saddles, reins, prods, bait, poison, and all instruments used to harm, exploit, and dominate our dear animal friends be forever abolished. May all human and non-human sentient beings live together in harmony, peace, equanimity, and achieve perfect enlightenment quickly. May we all experience happiness, safety, freedom, and animal liberation in this very lifetime. And we now recite the dedication of merit to our dear animal friends, page 16 and 17. Throughout our many lives and until this moment, whatever virtue we have accomplished, including this aspiration for peace, and all that we will ever attain, this we offer for the benefit of all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends. May suffering, exploitation, and unnecessary death decrease for every being, while wisdom, bliss, and compassion increase in this and every future life. May we clearly and instantly perceive the plight of our dear animal friends with the urgency and seriousness they deserve, and our every action leads them to complete liberation. May we quickly attain enlightenment and work ceaselessly for liberation of all sentient beings. Okay, I will make sure I switch the camera and the sound as well. I'm going to make sure I do that this time. Alright, we're back on. That was weird. I'll look and say hi to Bernard and Lucy. Being cute. Sleeping on the bed together. There's Sequoia. Hey, Sequoia. Everybody enjoyed your singing this morning, Sequoia. Right. Now we're going to hope we don't lose signal. And I hope volume's working. I have no idea because I can't see anything. Visit our pigeon friends this morning. Everybody's up and about, flying around in the very nice aviary here. Doing really well. All the birds. Absolutely beautiful. Hi everybody. Of course the Cornish is over here in the Cornwall corner. being happy they got breakfast this morning. Here's Bernard. Hey, Bernard. And Lucy. They're probably waiting to go out. Need to go on their morning run. There's our visiting duck friend. Sabrina made a rooster. Turkeys probably want to go out after breakfast. Someone's laying an egg. Harriet and Priya. Hey, careful. Indian runner duck here. And our Pekings and Magnus and all our roosters and Wendy the guinea fowl. And we're gonna need a new pond pump. That's okay. That pond pump lasted me for like 7 years, so not too bad. But let's try to get our truck funded first, and then we'll get our pond pump back. They're not cheap, but we'll definitely get one here before the summer. Keeps the water a little bit cleaner longer, so we don't have to go through so much of it. Here. One moment. Back. Yeah, beautiful blue sky. It's very cold still. I'm glad. I think everything worked out. Everybody saw everything. Yeah, the video input, we lost that for a second. I don't know why. Switch the audio. I should be back on my regular mic. We will just run our credits reel now. Thank you to all the wonderful folks who have contributed to our Dear Animal residence of the Animal Liberation Temple from the 1st to the 7th of March. And thank you to everyone who's been liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to our social media. It really helps out all this a lot. Our Venmo donors, thank you so much to Tani Salazar, Alana Budak, and Julian Amado. Thank you so much. And our PayPal donors this week, Oscar Allen, Ryan Pickett, Paula Partenheimer, Conrad De Jesus, Rocky Chow, Pastor Robert Monroe, and Shirla Koski. Thank you so much. And then of course, our Patreon supporters, Susan Fryman, Neil Carmen, Paulina Bradford, Paula Partenheimer, and Shannon Hunter. Thank you so much. Again, please consider donation through any of our platforms can be found on our link tree. It's a great benefit, and we're still trying to just finish up our truck fundraiser so we can secure that and make sure that we have reliable transportation for water and food and so forth. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you all for joining our service for our dear animal friends, and everybody have a beautiful week.